welcome back to my channel. I'm B of B Moments, and today I am here with my beautiful friend
Chiduma Pearl Umunaya,
and we're here to review a movie
titled The Hate You Gave.
Yeah,
Thug
Thug
Life.
Life.
So the movie The Hate You Give is based on a young adult novel written by Angie Thomas. Now the movie is about a young black girl named Star Carter, and she lives with her half brother Seven, her younger brother Sekani,
Joy.
and her parents Maverick and Lisa. So at the beginning of the movie, you see a part where Maverick is trying to teach his 3 kids how to live amongst the whites, because obviously you have to be very much aware that you're a black person and a lot of things and a lot of odds are against you.
Yeah.
So later on in the movie, Star experiences her childhood friend Khalil get killed in front of her by a white policeman at a traffic stop. Khalil's death turns everything around in the movie, because now Star is torn between choosing to act Williamson Star or Garden Heights Star, and she also has to choose if she has to keep quiet
And let Khalil's death just
go away, or speak up and get justice, but at the same time risking her own life and the life of her family.
So basically, Star has to choose whether she'll be Garden Heights Star or Williamson Star. That is speaking up for Khalil and getting justice for him, and risking her family, or just letting it all go without saying anything. So down to the analysis, even as this movie tries to be or attempts to be fair-minded, we can see that it was not. It was actually really one-sided. I mean, during the interviews after the boy was killed, they didn't even try to find out actually what happened. They concentrated more on the fact that he's doing drugs.
Like, I don't get why they diverted from the fact that a white policeman shot an unarmed young black man. And Khalil is just 16 years old.
Yeah, I mean,
just 16. And they were thinking he was holding a weapon when it was just a hairbrush.
That
So
was just off. In the movie, there were 2 major protests, and the first one was supposed to be peaceful. That's what Ofra, the lawyer, told everybody. There was supposed to be a peaceful protest march across the police station. So it was on the day of Khalil's burial, and the black people's rage was so much that they didn't allow the protest to go forward. I mean, it was too violent. So you see, they beat up the policemen and all that. And then in the second major one, the policemen, they allowed that to happen again. Like, they came for them at that time.
We can't actually overlook King's character.
Yeah, we can't.
King was the head of the drug cartel in Garden Heights. So when Khalil was killed, when Star speaking up was going to be a major problem for him and his cartel, because they were scared that she was going to expose the whole
cartel. You can see that this film has 2 shades. We've talked about the negative, then we're moving on to the positive. They were there to stand up for Khalil and to get justice. Even though that King Lord was after them, they didn't care. They were just going to move and speak up for him in order to get justice. And also we can see that Laisha, Seven's mom, was there to protect them against King Lord and helped Star to, even though they don't really have a bonding relationship or
So
something.
the whole standing up for themselves as a black community was just the
just
love that was within them. Can't forget a positive and controversial character in the movie, Star's white boyfriend, Chris. You know, he was there for her from the beginning to the end. In as much as he was white and she's black, he just had to stand there. And at some point, Star was just like, you don't understand what it means to be a black person. Yeah.
Being that she's black, so she was trying to explain that you need to see her color in order to see her, because she's a black girl.
How being black is the most important thing.
Yeah. So guys, another controversial character here is Carlos. He's so controversial being that his Star's uncle, he's a black man and he's a cop. So he's turned in these 3 different personalities you see in one person. So he has to give Star the talk about black people and white people and how they treat them differently. So you know, I feel that Carlos actually told her the truth, the way they treat blacks and whites. because when it comes to a white man, they're like raise your hands up and all that, but when it comes to a black man, they just shoot immediately.
That makes Carlos racist.
Yeah, but it's just the police conduct.
In as much
or
as
something.
it's the truth, like why does he have the same mentality as every other person? I get you're a policeman, but if you want to treat everybody equally. If you're telling everybody to raise their hands up before you search them, go ahead and do that. If you're shooting everybody, then you might as well just kill us all.
But you need to understand the fact that the way the black live their life, thug life, and all that, you can find out that at
Like
the
niggas
beginning,
in the hood and all of that.
Yeah, at the beginning when Star was explaining about the school in Garden Heights, she said you either go there to get high, jumped, killed, or pregnant. Which I mean is something else, but in the white school is a different situation altogether.
So they're
So
scared
they,
of us.
yeah, I
They're
feel
just
that
scared of
our black is
our color.
our weakness and their weakness, because once they see us, they get nervous. They feel that there's something in our back, probably drugs, probably a gun to like bring and shoot. So they're like all waiting for something to happen. And the young boy just got out a brush and they felt it was a gun. So you see, I mean, I feel the blacks has given them that particular
fear.
particular fear that makes them think that we're all bad, which is not supposed to be. This has a lot to teach us about the way black people, especially those living over there, should behave. At the beginning, you see that Star was taught. We'll call it the talk, which her dad Maverick gave her
And her
on
brothers.
and her brothers, and putting your hand on the dashboard, which I am very sure that Khalil.
Obviously, Khalil didn't get it because
Yeah.
at the scene before he was shot, Star had to
was-
keep reminding him, put your hand on the dashboard, keep your hand on the dashboard, like. But he didn't understand. He just was like, yeah, what the fuck.
Yeah, probably you didn't do anything. Yeah, that's true, because
Yeah.
they'll stop you and then they check if your passport is invalid.
It's
or
a
your ID
routine,
and
yeah,
something. Yeah,
the
it's
whole
a routine. And plus, you're black. When they see you, they like get nervous and feel like you want to do something. So you should just be calm and just go through the routine with them, and then they'll let you go. But since the young boy didn't get it, he died. And then we should try as much as possible. Let's say I'm talking to parents now. Try as much as possible to teach their kids the talk about how to behave in a white and black community. Another thing in this film you have to learn is that doing drugs doesn't guarantee you have a lot of money. Just like the dad Maverick was telling Star, has she ever seen any black man or someone around her community that is doing drugs that has a lot of money or a private jet?
Yeah.
And which is no. And Zikani Joy, the younger one, said no too. Another lesson learned here is also that we should know that there's power in our names. And parents, when
Yeah.
naming your children, know that you should give them names that when they remember, it gives them the power, it gives them the courage, it gives them the motivation. Just like Zikani Joy, Starlight, she was the
Seven
star.
perfection.
Yeah, she was the star in that movie. She was the light in Khalil's life. Although we know that she didn't finally get the justice she wanted,
Yeah, that's
but
another
at least
thing.
she spoke up for him.
There was no
And
justice
then
for Khalil.
King Lord went down and all that. So another thing to note and know in this movie is who's really down for you. Just like Star's friend Haley. I mean, she wasn't really there when it came to the racist fight. She chose her own side, unlike Chris, who was loyal to her. In conclusion, as taught by Tupac, Thug Life, the hate you give little infants, everybody, just like the character Sikani Joy. I mean, he had to see all the fights, the father going through all that, and the sister too, and then he really gave him
Affected him as a young boy of 10 years old. You can imagine Sekani now having the guts to pick up a gun to point at somebody. So that shows you that everything that's happening around him, he has been noticing it. The racism has actually also affected him and led to
It does.
his, fuck up. If you doubt that this movie is not actually a good movie, you have to go and see the online reviews.
Yeah,
Like
you
Rotten
really
Tomatoes
do.
gave it 97%, and Google users, 95% of Google users rated it like thumbs up. So you have to see the hate you gave.
Yeah, you really do. So guys, you've seen it all, the controversial side, the positive and negative, and the reasons why you should watch this movie.
Definitely have to see the hate.
So
you
the
gave.
hate you give is something you should watch. Thank you for watching. And be a big moment.
Chidima problem one there.
So subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye.
Like and drop comment.